You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the September 12th, 2024 meeting of the Michigan City Sustainability Commission. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Good evening. I'm calling the Michigan City Sustainability Commission meeting to order at 6:30 p.m. If you're wondering what's happening today, 4:30? Oh yeah, it's not 6:30, it's 4:30 p.m. Thank you, Beverly. If you're wondering what's happening today, your officers are missing, so the chair, vice chair, secretary, and treasurer were not able to be here today. Any of you are welcome to conduct the meeting if you would like, but Andy asked if I would chair for today since none of our officers were available. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on. I'm aiming for the hour like I always do, and hopefully we'll be able to cover everything in that amount of time. I'm just going to go ahead and take the attendance since our secretary's not here today. Tim is excused. Michelle is excused. Tristan is here. Laura Henderson is excused. Andy Jans Davis is excused. Beverly McMartin?
Here.
Faye Moore?
Here.
Abigail Neary?
Here.
Lawrence Zimmer?
Here.
And I'm sorry, Tristan, I answered for you. Let's try that again. Tristan?
Here.
Okay. We have 5 out of 9, so we do have a quorum for today. So thank you for being here.
And do we have a visitor or somebody new?
Abigail is new, but she's...
No, this young lady right now.
Oh, she's a student.
Oh, no, Angie Reynolds. She's
Angela.
a high school student commissioner.
Okay.
Yeah. So Angela Reynolds
She's on the attendance thing down here.
and Bailey Chavis is absent. Okay?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think we ever met, so.
Oh, okay. Would you like to tell him something about yourself,
No,
Angie?
it's okay. I don't want to put her on the spot. Just nice to meet
well,
you.
I'm Angela. Everybody calls me Angie, and I'm in 11th grade at Michigan City High School.
And you've been with us since
7th.
7th grade? So that would have been at Krieger Middle School. Okay, Krieger Middle School.
Great.
Okay. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, did the roll call. Approval of the August 2024 minutes. I just want to add something to those. That the Caught You Being Green Award was given to
El Salon.
El Salon in the Uptown Arts District, so I'm going to ask that be added to the minutes. Does anybody else have comments or corrections or additions to those? Okay, would somebody like to make a motion to approve those?
I motion to approve the August 2024 minutes.
Okay, and would somebody second that?
Second it.
Thank you, Abigail. And then let me see, let's take a vote. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, is anybody opposed to approving the minutes? Okay, minutes passed, accepted as with the amendment. Okay, next item of business is we're accepting nominations for secretary. So would anybody like to nominate somebody for secretary today? Okay, next time we will have nominations. And then we're moving into our project teams. This first item is an invitation from our City Council President, Don Prisbalinski, to explore the use of biodiesel fuel by the vehicles in our fleet. And he actually went ahead and contacted Carmel, Indiana because of an article that was in the Carbon Neutral Indiana book, and discovered they were trying some sort of an innovative program that fell through, but they are buying biodiesel fuel now for Carmel. And he was asked, he would like one of our commissioners to follow up on the potential use by our city vehicles to, number one, reduce carbon emissions, and then there could be a potential cost savings to this also. So we're looking for somebody that would volunteer to follow up with President Przybylski and look into this and see if it's a possibility. We don't know right now if our vehicles are going to be ready or able to use biodiesel fuel. That's going to be the first step, and if they are, then there may be, second, third steps after that.
I'll volunteer.
Okay, Abigail, thank you so very much.
Yeah, I end up going to Carmel all the time to see my
Okay.
father, and
Oh.
I've purchased sustainable aviation fuel before, so I've got some background in.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. So this becomes your project.
All right.
Okay, and if there's anybody that would like to join in with Abigail, just let her know that.
Yeah, Tristan, I might reach out to you about, since you've done all the work on the fleet, to understand what kind of fleet we have now with the police vehicles and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Would you like to be a part of this or not?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yep.
You're on? Okay. Thank you. Okay, beautiful. And then I'll get you contact information for President Przybylski, and if you don't hear from me in a certain amount of time, send me an email, please, okay?
Will do.
Okay, great. The next project team business is the proposed moratorium on solar array installation in LaPorte County. The good news is they did not pass a moratorium even for the year that they were contemplating. So the installation of solar arrays by large-scale solar arrays by businesses, it's still allowed in LaPorte County. So that's the good news. Okay. The not so good news for us is we were waiting for them to update the ordinance and correct the language. We had like a double negative in a certain paragraph, and we had hoped that we could get that corrected. I read through the whole new ordinance that they had put together, and I did not see that paragraph. I didn't see that language. So I have a feeling that was not taken care of. But I've sent it to our consultant at the National League of Cities and asked her to please look at the document and see if she can see if it was taken care of or not. The bad news is this already passed out of the County Plan Commission, and it's on its way to the regular commission. It's not on this upcoming agenda, but the next meeting of the commission, I'm not going to be able to be there because I have a prior commitment. So I'm trying to coordinate all these moving pieces and find out. And the other thing we need to get corrected is they said in there that LaPorte County was soon going to be obtaining Soul Smart Gold designation, and it's not LaPorte County, it's actually Michigan City. So, give credit where due credit should be given. So we have those two things now that need to be looked at and taken care of. I'll keep on this. I already did send an email to our consultant, so we'll see what happens. Pat Boy attended the meetings for us, and then I followed up with emails every time she had gone to the meeting and had spoken about our concerns. And then I found out my emails were not being responded to by the lawyer. He resigned. So I think he had pretty well wrapped everything up and he was out the door, as we were trying to get this worked out.
So the incorrect language is still in the ordinance?
I can't find it in this new ordinance. I can't find it.
Oh, okay.
I can't find that paragraph at all. Yeah,
It must have been taken out.
that's why I'm asking our consultant to look at it.
Oh.
Okay, and she's with the National League of Cities, but good question, Beverly. Yeah. Okay, so that's where that's at. If anybody would like to take over this project, I'm more than willing to hand it over.
I'm willing to help with it since I like policy and procedure issues.
Are you offering?
I'll
Okay, Beverly.
get with you
You're
and
put-
take a
you're
look
be-
at it.
You're
and
being
see-
put down. Okay, we have Beverly. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will send that to you.
Okay.
I know you go over things with a fine tooth comb and you see things I never would notice, so I'll send that new ordinance to you. Oh, it's posted online on the LaPorte County government site, so
Okay.
you can find it.
And I'll just backtrack where the issue first came up, that the language had that double negative in there, and I'll just track it from there and see what happened to it.
Okay, that sounds great.
All right.
Okay. Anything else? Any comments on that? Okay, good. Moving on to solar power options for city government. Tristan,
No new update.
still on hold?
Correct.
I'll just say on pause. Next project team is the electric municipal vehicle project with the Michigan City Police Department and Transit. Tristan?
So I've been, I contacted them regarding some questions I had before I was able to proceed. I haven't been able to reach out, get a response.
And I got you that email back. Okay. Okay. The one you wanted to send
Yeah.
out. So I hope you received that.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, great. Okay, moving right along. Okay. Green burials and burial selections. Lawrence, any updates?
I do, yes. So right before this meeting, I attended the Board of Cemetery Trustees meeting over at the cemetery office building because I had distributed to them an article. It was actually a press release that was sent out by the Catholic cemeteries of the Archdiocese of Chicago. And it was introducing a natural burial option at one of their cemeteries in Palatine. St. Michael the Archangel Cemetery in Palatine, Illinois. So I just wanted to distribute that to them, which I did, and they received it. They also informed me that they have established a subcommittee within the Board of Trustees, and they're going to, they're still doing their research. They're going to go down to Central Illinois and check out some of the existing cemeteries that have green burial sections and continue their research. So they've not made any decisions, they're just in the researching stages. But I did make copies for everyone so that you could read what the press release said. And maybe I will, there's one section in
Or just
particular.
pass those over.
Oh, okay. There is the one section that I would like just to read briefly because it would be good for the public to hear. But this part says, natural burials, also known as green burials, emphasize simplicity and environmental responsibility by allowing the body to return to the earth naturally. The practice aligns with Catholic teachings on the sanctity of life and respect for the environment and honors the Catholic faith in the resurrection, the cycle of death and rebirth. They are a reflection of a growing environmental consciousness among Americans. According to the National Funeral Directors Association 2023 Consumer Awareness and Preferences Report, 60% would be interested in exploring green funeral options because of their potential environmental benefits and cost savings. And that's an increase of 4.3% since 2021. So I think that's very positive news that such a large institution so close to us has now established a green burial section. And as far as I know, that's the only other one in the upper Midwest here, the others being in central Indiana. So I'm hoping that Michigan City will soon have one also, because I'm sure there's a market out there for it. But that's not for me or us to decide, that's for the trustees to decide. And I'll keep helping and contributing information wherever I can to support that effort.
Thank you, Lawrence, for pursuing this and for coming to us even before you rejoined us on the Sustainability Commission with this idea.
Yep.
And when we didn't hear back from you, I want you to know that commissioners were asking, have you heard anything?
Oh, yeah? Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, well, hopefully it'll keep moving forward. We'll see.
Okay, great. Any comments or questions? Okay, our next project team is waste reduction, garbology, Daisy Lee, Tim Bauer, Bailey Chavez, Angela Reynolds, and Michelle. Angie, I'm not going to put you on the spot, but you're the only one here from the committee. And I don't think,
I missed, like, since Miss Lee left finally.
okay, gotcha. Okay, so we'll just skip over that for today then.
You know,
When
know
more,
one more I can do for that. That would be good. That would be good.
what do you,
If you want to let me know what more I can do for it.
oh, okay, great, okay. And let me see, the person to be in contact with would be Michelle Basta,
Okay.
okay? Her email is on the email string. Is that enough information? Okay, great. Okay, thanks a lot, Angela. Okay, next up of our project teams is continue promoting Soul Smart Silver designation with partner Indiana University Resilience Cohort. I gave an update on that already in the last report. We're on hold regarding the gold designation until that double negative is taken care of in the LaPorte County ordinance. And I have taken up the offer of assistance from Kelly Ames, who is our consultant at National League of Cities. I haven't heard back from her, but I did email her at the beginning of this week. So we'll see. And Beverly, thank you for helping out with that. Okay, moving on is Carbon Neutral Indiana. Andy Jans Davis, Nancy Moldenauer, Lori Henderson, Faye Moore, and Lawrence Zimmer. Do we have any updates from Carbon Neutral Indiana?
I don't have anything.
No,
Okay.
I don't either.
And we'll just skip over that until next time. And then contract with Performance Services under the $98,000 grant from the Office of Indiana Office of Energy Development. The team was emailed the report and request for missing information last month, with Shannon and Jamie responding. And I also want to acknowledge Jamie Huss, who's the director of the zoo, because she did send answers back to me. It looked like late yesterday or early this morning of missing information. So I have received that from her, which is great news. And then Performance Services is requesting a meeting with me and the mayor, and we're aiming for the last week in September or early October for that. He just sent me some dates for that yesterday, so I'll run those by the mayor's office and see when we can get together. And then I did have a phone consultation with Performance Services last Wednesday, and with the OIED, which is the Office of Indiana Energy Development. They're the ones who are managing the federal funding, which has come through the state source. And documentation, which is due on Friday, I turned it in today. So that is done. Okay, any questions about that? For anybody that may not know, especially for the public, we're actually assessing and planning to put solar panel arrays and/or individual panels in the Washington Park Zoo specifically, because their annual electricity bill is $89,000. So anything we can do to help bring that down would be an enormous help for them. That would mean they'd have funding they could put towards employees, and/or, amenities for the animals or, whatever else. Mayor Angie is extremely supportive of this program. She even gave me the go-ahead to apply for it, even when she said everything regarding, whatever's on pause for a year until, I sort of get City Hall in order and, figure out what's going on with the department employees. So that shows she has a lot of trust in us, as a Sustainability Commission. And our commission is the one that submitted that grant, okay? The City Council did not do that. That was our Sustainability Commission. So I'm really proud of all of us and how we work together with the department heads, with NIPSCO, and also with Performance Services to pull that together in a week and get it submitted. And Beverly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for finding that opportunity that we were able to apply for. So, very exciting project. This is very innovative, very forward-looking for Michigan City. And again, the reason we're doing it is to reduce our carbon footprint and also to save money for our city. So, okay, any questions, comments? Anything
Yeah,
about
what is
it?
Performance Services?
They're a company based out of Indianapolis. They're the company actually that installed all of the solar panels for the Michigan City area schools.
Oh, right, okay, great.
Yeah.
So
And
they're-
thank you, Tristan, for doing all of that background research. So when this opportunity came up, Tristan had already made the relationship with them and had done a lot of work that he was able to help that got dropped into the grant. So thank you, Tristan. Okay, good question,
Thank you.
Larry. Okay, moving on, Northwest Indiana Region Resilience Action Planning Work Group. Tristan, do you want to talk about registering Michigan City?
I have no new update on that.
No appeal? Okay. Do you want to read it or should I read it, the underlying there?
I can read it.
Okay.
I have registered us, our city, to obtain the municipal certification from the National Wildlife Federation, certification for local wildlife habitat. This includes yards, institutions, and parks.
Okay. And it looked to me like we had gotten more signups. Yep. And I want to acknowledge Abigail Neary. Her name showed up as having registered her yard. So we got one more point.
And I did a LinkedIn post, so Tristan sent me a bunch of information. I did a LinkedIn post. I'm going to also do another Facebook post. Just trying to get the word out.
Oh yeah, excellent. Thank you.
So are there any specific requirements that the yard has to have, or?
Water source, I want to say shade?
A place to raise your young
Yeah.
and a food source, or two sources of food, right? It's
Yeah.
Two sources of food.
You mean like berries or
Yeah.
fruit or something like
Yeah,
that?
I mean, hostas? Deer eat hostas?
Oh.
No, I mean, I think, like, I have a mulberry tree.
Yeah, so do I.
And, acorns
Oh,
and
all right.
bird feeders, I think, also count.
Okay.
If you have a bird feeder.
So you just go through and answer questions and, okay.
And I think the registration is only $20.
Yeah, $20.
Okay.
And then if you want the sign, you can have a sign,
Okay,
and that, I think, then the registration and the sign are $35. And what my friend who did it, she doesn't live here in LaPorte County, said is, when she put it up on her property, she lives along a busy road, she saw a marked reduction in the amount of garbage that people were throwing out their car windows
Wow.
on the street, because they're like, oh, it's a wildlife habitat.
wow.
So there might be a benefit to less litter too.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Larry, knowing your property,
Yeah.
you qualify.
Yeah, I definitely qualify, so.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I actually put it on the list to do last time and I just got too busy, but now I'm gonna do it tomorrow for sure.
1 yard at a time.
Yeah. And I will, has anybody posted it on Nextdoor? Because that gets a lot of readership.
That's a
So,
good idea.
Should I do it or do you wanna do it?
Go ahead. 'Cause you might post in, which next door do you post in?
I don't know, I never quite know.
Shoreland Hills.
I just say all adjacent areas. or
That's what I
whatever.
usually
Oh, you did that? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Why don't you post it, because I recently posted about deer on something
Okay.
else.
So do I have to include this link that's on here? Or just go to the general website and then it'll
Did you
direct
say
you to it?
Did you post it on LinkedIn already?
I did.
Are you on LinkedIn?
No.
Oh,
I can email you with what I posted and then like how to sign up, and I did a little,
Okay,
and I think I took one of the pictures of the certification too, so I'll
Okay.
email you that.
great. I can just cut and paste it into the next story then.
okay, awesome, very good. I'm feeling very positive about this project, actually. And then Kathy Sippel's presentation for the overall umbrella that this project comes under, that's been moved back. And she's gonna be presenting on, oh, where? What? Okay, let me
Doesn't it
just
say,
check this really quick.
is that what it says, Kathy Sippel as presenter to introduce the new role of Northwest
Yeah, but I-
Indiana Regional Resilience on Thursday, October 3rd?
Yeah, but she's been moved back because we have somebody else doing October now, so this doesn't look like my new thing was cut and pasted onto here. This is an old thing here.
So she's been moved to November?
Yeah, Kathy Sippel's actually November 7th. So you want to fix that for Northwest Indiana Green Drinks. She'll be presenting on November 7th, same time, same place. Yeah, this was not cut and pasted. Okay, I'll get that taken care of. So this is the last month's report, it's not the current one, okay? Okay, glad I noticed that. Okay, next up, regarding projects, is Soul Power. Sandy?
Solar power, yes, this is Donita Scully, Faye Moore, Nancy Moldenauer. 23 solar panel assistants and 7 installers are North American Board of Certified Engineer Practitioners, and they were certified for a total of 30 certificates earned. The highest level of NABCEP professional certification photovoltaics program began on Friday, February 3rd, and concluded with a ceremony on August the 17th. And 2 of the 4 students have completed the online certification for NABCEP installation professionals and the National Electrical Code certification, with the remaining 2 progressing. Introduction to new round of training, targeting persons of color and lower income individuals will be on October 1st, of which we will help promote with the course scheduled to begin on November the 11th. And we will help promote, that's the NAACP, will help promote with the course scheduled to begin on November 11th. An EPA Community Change Grant submitted for the Hope Community Center solar panel installation with response rate of 6 to 13 weeks. Job training and certification program for solar panel installation in partnership with NAACP, LaPorte County, Michigan City Sustainability Commission, IBEW 531, Ivy Tech Valparaiso, Work One, and Just Transition Northwest. And those interested can sign up for future training at naacp3061.org. That's at naacp3061.org. And then it should pop up /programs/Soul Power Program. So you need to get signed up by October 1st if you're interested in attending the classes and the training. And you do get a stipend for training, and we help provide transportation sometimes you have to go off-site. The training does take place at Hope Center in Michigan City, 222 McClellan, or sometimes the sign says Becky Williams Boulevard. So it comes up both ways on your GPS. The Hope Center on the west side of Michigan City is where the training takes place.
Okay. Questions or
Any questions?
comments about that? I think this is such a wonderful program.
It is a wonderful program.
It's very innovative, very cutting edge.
Also, Hope has been redecorating at Hope. They've got new carpet in most of the rooms. They have a nice mural on the side of the building that was done by through the Beza Art Center and United Way. They have a nice, beautiful mural on the, so if you get on the west side, it's on the south side of the building. South side of the building on McClellan. So, and it's really getting spruced up.
That's nice.
There's a dedication ceremony coming up for that?
I don't know.
Okay. I think there is. I've seen it posted on Facebook.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see.
yeah. Bernard Williams is the artist who
Artist.
actually gathered ideas from the neighborhood around the center.
But a mural.
Then together, they painted the mural together, actually. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, Soul Power. Solar United Neighbors, Sun, Andy Jans Davis, Nancy Moldhauer, Faye Moore. I don't have any updates on that, except Brian has offered to hold introductory sessions for places of worship, nonprofits regarding solar installation on their facilities, which I requested. Mayor Angie said she'd also be a sponsor of that. I ran into him at the Climate Leadership Summit 9 conference, but we didn't have time to talk, and I wasn't able to attend his session because I was asked to go to another one. So that's still out there. I also emailed to the 3 really large major churches in the Uptown Arts District a training that was being offered online on how to fill out the grant application. So hopefully some of them may take advantage of that, I'm hoping. Okay, and sent that to Nina also. I sent that to Nina also.
To whom, Dunedin?
Danita also, yeah. Okay, Caught You Being Green engagement committee, Andy Jans Davis, Tim Bauer, and Michelle Basta. None of them are here today, but we do have a date to save for the Earth Month extravaganza. That's going to be happening April 26th, 2025. That's a Saturday. And we're going to have new, larger, upgraded space at the senior center. So that's going to be wonderful.
It just keeps getting bigger. Like there's a library there going around.
You're right, yeah.
What happened?
Like so the location it just keeps like expanding. Cause like first it was at the library, then it was at Krieger Memorial.
Right.
Krieger Memorial for a couple of years, and now it's at the senior center, which is
Right,
really-
because we're getting so big. Yes.
Great recognition of growth, Angie, for sure. And Tristan, we might be able to do something with electric vehicles there.
Yeah.
Since there's the parking lot.
I talked with Andy,
So put that,
we're gonna make something happen.
okay, great. Awesome.
And maybe a solar panel. Somebody could we get this company to bring a solar panel? Performance services?
Oh, I don't think they'll be able to do it. It would have to be Brian, you think? It's more.
Probably Brian, that would be more of a Brian
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You cannot remove them from my road for display purposes. So, but that's a great idea, both of those. I like that, electric vehicles, and then if we could have solar panel on display.
That'd be cool.
And if you can't get a really big solar panel, I have a mini one.
Or like a small version of it, like to display.
Yeah, I do have one of those somewhere at home. Where, I don't know. But. Okay, and then social media, we've had posts on both, for sure on Facebook. I don't know about any place else. Okay, any comments or questions about Caught You being green? Okay, we are down to commission comments. This is the time the commissioners can talk about whatever you would like to talk about, as long as it's related to something green or sustainability or the environment or...
Yeah, so Saturday is the 7-in-1 recycling event at the LaPorte County Fairgrounds. So take all your toxic materials, take your styrofoam, your paper shredding, I don't know, pretty much everything. The list is on our website.
They even take tires, which is an item that can be hard to get rid
Oh,
of.
they do?
Non-business related tires, right? So in other words, if you're a tire store,
No.
individuals.
No, this is for individual people.
Yeah.
Your first 4 are free,
Yeah,
and then they charge $1 after that for small vehicles, and then they have special charges for the tractors and, the larger tires. But still a good chance to get rid of those things. Do you have a time on that, Larry?
I think it goes from 8 until 1.
That's what I was looking for too.
8 until 1 does sound correct, because I looked it up not too long ago.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that we do use a lot of styrofoam in our day-to-day lives, especially if you do carry-out food. As long as it's clean, they'll take it. And they have a huge truck there and big plastic bags, and you bring your styrofoam and just fill it and throw it in the bags, and they haul it away and make new. So you don't have to throw your styrofoam away anymore because the recycling won't take it. So
But they also doing shredding. If you have important papers that you
Yes.
want shredded,
Yep.
You can bring them. They said don't bring them in a plastic bag, bring them in a box,
Yeah,
so they can shred them on site.
right.
We'll also take medications, pharmaceuticals that nobody's using anymore. And Satya G. Burns said to put them in a see-through Ziploc bag so they can see what's in there, and they'll take those and then they'll dispose of those properly through incineration. So that's another thing you can get rid of there. And then the styrofoam, they're also accepting styrofoam all the time at their compost center.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can collect your styrofoam and take it there anytime that the compost site is open, and that's right it's right on the site of the LaPorte County Fairgrounds, just beyond it there. So that's great. They started that just a couple months ago, I think. So we're getting much better as far as what we're able to get recycled around here.
Do they have a Michigan City location, or is it just LaPorte?
Yeah.
Just a LaPorte location?
Just-
Yeah, October to LaPorte. And as far as the shredded paper goes too, if you shred your own at home and you make sure the staples are removed, the Michigan City Zoo can take those as bedding for their small animals.
Oh, wow.
So they're very happy to receive shredded paper there. Yeah. Mhm. And that's something you cannot put in your recycling bin because that is not recyclable. It's
Right.
too small.
Right.
And with the new Borden company that's doing the recycling, anything that has a triangle on it, 1 through 6, you can now recycle 6s also. And they're also taking the black color now. So any container that has the recycling symbol on it, you can put it in your bin at your house. and it gets picked up and it will be recycled.
Yeah.
So it's been made a lot easier now. You don't have to look at all those little small codes and figure out, is it a 1, is it a 6, is it a 3? If you see the triangle, it's good to go. Okay, great. Any other commissioners have comments they would like to make? It's your chance to promote anything or ask any questions or anything. Angie, anything going at the high school?
Not really.
Okay. I'm gonna give a shameless plug for you. Angie's hoping to take a trip this summer to the Galapagos Islands, and I know that she's collecting donations for that. So I want to put that out there. I think it's an exciting opportunity. Daisy Lee hopes to be going with some of the students. Oh, great.
Great.
So,
Are you gonna go?
no.
Why not?
I'll check.
Because my spouse will divorce me, that's why. That's a bucket list trip.
So where's it going again?
The
Galapagos Islands.
And where's that at?
It's actually like a couple places, but I don't really know all the places that they're covering. But it's like you're going from here to here, like looking at all this stuff. And I don't even know the details, but I know it's a couple places.
But it's a cluster of islands in the South Pacific off the coast.
It's
Peru.
it's off the coast of
Yeah.
Ecuador.
Right. So you fly to Ecuador, Quito, Ecuador, or Quito, Peru, Ecuador, I guess, and then you have to fly to the Galapagos from there.
Oh, okay.
So,
You
It's
said
far
because your spouse
away.
would divorce you.
I just being honest, you asked. Certain things you have planned to do together, you don't do separately, so anywho. But thank you, that was sweet of you to ask. Okay, any other commissioner comments? Okay. We are now moving into public comments, so I can now talk. Since I'm not officially on the commission.
Right.
So anyhow, first of all, I did attend the Climate Leadership Summit 9, which was held in Fort Wayne at Purdue University last week, Thursday evening and Friday. And as usual, I got roped into doing things I wasn't scheduled to do. So Earth Charter Indiana and Indiana University Sustainability Resilience had a session. It was one of the breakout workshop sessions, and Jim said, "Are you coming to my session on Thursday night?" And I said, "I don't know, I haven't picked out where I'm going." He said, "Well, you better be there, you're number 1 on the docket." And I'm going, "Oh, really?" And I said, "Do I need to prepare something?" And he said, "No, don't worry, you're great at winging." And so I got there, and it was the sweetest surprise ever. Earth Charter Indiana and Indiana University Sustainability Resilience, they had ranked what they considered to be significant projects in Indiana. And when I got there, number 1 was the creation of the Michigan City Sustainability Commission.
Amazing.
And we got acknowledged because, first of all, we have student commissioners. So that has rippled out other places in Indiana and Northwest Indiana. And Earth Charter Indiana is all about inspiring and supporting youth in the environmental movement. So they saw us doing this, like with Angie, as something extremely positive for the environmental and sustainability movement. Number 2, we were acknowledged because our program has birthed many sustainability committees, commissions, and mayor advisory groups.
Right.
So that's the other thing. People take our template and of our ordinance, they'll take it and then they'll modify it to fit whatever their specific needs are. So that's why we, as a Sustainability Commission, were acknowledged at the conference. Yeah, I thought it was really amazing too. So congratulations to everybody that's here.
Especially
And
you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what a
Thank-
big surprise.
Thank you very much. Really, it's a team here. You know, we all contribute and we all make magic, you know, not only here in Michigan City, but throughout the state of Indiana. So, thank you. And then the other thing that happened is they had a mayor's panel. Mayor Angie tried so hard to change her schedule to be there, but she wasn't able to change it and attend, but they only let us know about a month beforehand also, so. That afternoon, they had 3 mayors that were gonna be on the panel. One dropped out on Thursday. They were bummed out about that because that mayor had been in communication with them all year long and they were absolutely positive that they were gonna show up and then they didn't. Mayor number 2 broke their foot that morning, so they couldn't come. Mayor number 1 from Huntington actually did show up, delightful gentleman. I just really enjoyed meeting him. But what happened is they took that panel of 1 and they turned it into 4 by recruiting the sustainability manager from Indianapolis, by grabbing a retired mayor from Fort Wayne, and then by informing me I was going to be on the panel as a city council person.
All right.
So, okay. So that happened. So I think it's great that Michigan City got showcased 2 times. You know, one was in a breakout workshop and then the other was for the whole body of attendees who were there for the summit. So good job, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job winging it.
Thanks for going and thanks for coming up with the commission itself. I mean, the ordinance and putting it together. We appreciate that.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, baby.
And the last thing is the Unity Foundation of LaPorte County. They're still doing that survey. It's a Thrive survey, THRIVE. And this is to gather ideas for a $20 million grant that they're writing. And this is questions about connectivity between our green spaces, challenges of getting to places that there are trails or bike paths or whatever. So please, everybody, go to the Unity Foundation and pull that survey up and do it, okay? The more information they have, the stronger the grant they'll be able to write. I did it, it only takes about maybe 10 minutes or something like that, if it's that long. And encourage all of your friends to do that also. The richer the data they collect, the better. They're gonna know what to do as far as writing. And then I'm just gonna say, when they get the grant, as they move into the actualization phase, they'll have ideas of what people need, so they'll be spending that money wisely. This is all of Northwest Indiana, including LaPorte, Porter, and Lake County. So if you know people who live in any of those other areas, encourage them to do the same. Okay, those were the 2 things that I had. Any other public announcements? No. Any other public comments? Does anybody else have public comments? And the third and last time, any public comments? Okay, we're done with that. Announcements? People have events that are coming up that they want people to know about? Any events coming up? No? Okay, Northwest Indiana Green Drinks this Thursday. I'm so very excited about this. This is happening October 3rd, 6:30 p.m. We are going to host our talented hometown son, who is an international landscape designer and researcher. His name is Dane Carlson, and he's currently a professor at Principia College. He was a laboratory professor at Harvard University, and he's also served on many consulting missions with the United Nations. Okay, so he's really a dynamo, okay? And he's going to present his college thesis, which was his creative and visionary NIPSCO site redevelopment plan. So let everybody know about this, because when he was in college at Ball State, NIPSCO allowed him to go onto the land. He surveyed it, he knew exactly what was there, and he came up with an extremely creative and community engaging plan. So I really want to get this out to the community so people can see what his idea is. And this is just one idea that I hope of many that will come forward, but his is very environmentally sound. It takes into account the structures that are already there and potentially keeping some of those and doing away with others. So please put this on your calendar. This is one not to be missed.
So do you have to pre-register?
Nope. That evening, you could simply go on to Save the Dunes Facebook Live. So you can go on to Save the Dunes Facebook page and they'll be doing it live. And all you have to do is click on that. Or if you want the Zoom link beforehand, you can get that from M, and this is spelled E-M, like short for Emily or something like that, E-M at savedunes.org, and that the should not be there, that's a mistake. M at savedunes.org, and she'll send you the Zoom link. Okay?
Yep.
Please let people know about this. This is extremely important because according to the, oh goodness, what's the name of that plan for Northwest Indiana?
Name of what?
There's a plan for all of Northwest Indiana, it came out of NERC. Our prior state representative had a lot to do with that. Marquette, the Marquette plan. If you haven't seen it, go online and pull up the Marquette plan. And the basic premise of that is anytime an industry or business leaves the shore line along Lake Michigan, that should go back to the public. The public should have access to that space if that happens. Now, we have a little bit of a mixed thing going on here because we know NIPSCO's never going to be able to vacate all of that property because that's a major transmission point for all of the electricity that's going north, south, east, and west of here, okay? But we do believe there's going to be the potential of them allowing, you know, the city to have something there, okay? So that's as much as I know, but tell everybody, be there. He's wonderful. His drawings are unbelievable. Just do it, okay? Okay. Next, Monarch Music Fest is this Sunday. We'll Save the Dunes, Michigan City Sustainability Commission. We're one of the sponsors of that. So we've gotten lots of publicity on all of the announcements and flyers and everything that's gone out. Northwest Indiana Green Drinks also is a sponsor of that. It's this Sunday, September 15th from 1 to 5. It's a family-friendly event which includes music, a tasty taco bar, mingling, and more with tickets.
It's at the Brewery Lodge, right?
The Brewery Lodge, yes. It's a lovely setting too. And if you're interested, just see me afterwards, okay? Okay. I guess that's it as far as announcements, because you all said you didn't have any. Okay. Would somebody like to make a motion to adjourn at 5:23?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, Abigail. And would somebody like to second that?
Second.
Okay, Tristan seconded that. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay. Thank you all so very much, and thanks for putting up with me again. And hopefully Andy will be back next time.